Hello, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, welcome to the channel. Big exciting news, I hit 100 subscribers. Not bad for something I wasn't really setting out to do. I'm glad you're here regardless. I hope you enjoy these videos. This is the fourth video in my Great Guitar Build Off 2022 Kit Build Competition video series. And in it, we're going to go through finalizing the finish on the body, the rest of the staining, all the clear coats, and getting that all squared away. Next video is going to be assembly, but just some details about the body in case you didn't watch the previous episodes. It's a Sapele body back with a flame sycamore top. And then the neck is Sapele with, I think, an ebony fretboard, 27-inch scale length on the bass side, 25.5-inch scale on the treble side. This is a Crimson Uncut Multi-Scale Kit. So I designed the body shape, I like Les Pauls a lot, and I wanted to kind of modernize that look a little bit, so you're gonna see what the body looks like in this video. All the steps I take in finishing it, and I'm pretty happy with it, pretty happy with the way it looks, pretty happy with the way it sounds. Although the sound, as far as I know, the wood selection was by Crimson, and I picked out the Fishman Fluence Tosin Abasi signature pickups, special gift from my sister for my birthday last year, which is way above and beyond. So big thank you to my sister, and well, both my sisters. I think my other sister contributed to the kit itself. So in some way, every bit of my family had a little bit into this guitar. My wife gifted the kit to me last year for my birthday, and finally getting around to finishing it and finishing this video series. And I'm gonna need to hurry because there's only like 3 weeks left. So any case, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for subscribing. Makes me feel great to know that people out there want to see this. I don't know why, but I like watching lots of guitar build videos with successes and fails as well. So I hope you enjoy all the fails. Thanks again for coming back. Enjoy. Well, I don't know how many people are out there like me, but I kind of go on Instagram a little bit to get ideas for guitar finishes, or at least get inspiration. Although there are a great bit of shorts or reels that kind of show you how to do things, which is really cool. But for this one, I like purple a lot, and thought it'd be very cool to get a purple fading to white. I think it was based on something I saw on Instagram, but really cool purple fade that featured, or really showed off the flaming in the in the guitar body. But so yeah, I started with the white, and then at the top, and then at the bottom I went with the purple, and then I took a paper towel, dipped it in some water, right where the line of the white and the purple met. I just started trying to blend that fade from the purple to the white. I don't know that I was necessarily getting the results I wanted, and the water that was on the paper towel really kind of picked up more of the purple and the white than I would have liked. So in some spots you kind of see you see that lifted up, and it turns a little blotchy, I think, in some cases. I'm not quite certain how many coats of purple I did, but it was quite a lot, and ultimately I think I lost some of that figuring in the final finish. I still think it looks great now, by the way, but the darker it was, the less those flames came out, or the tighter striping. And for stains, I just used the Crimson Stunning Stain purple mixed with water, and I didn't measure anything, so that couldn't tell you what ratio that was, but I just kind of mixed it and tested on offcuts until I got the color that I was looking for. The white was just Mix-All dye, white dye, and just trying to put more coats on and blend so that the water doesn't pick the stain off the body too much. So that wasn't quite working as well as I'd hoped. The white kept pushing down into where the purple was, and the purple was kind of fading away, and it was more white than I wanted. But I kind of kept at it. Then I shared pictures of it with a coworker, and my coworker said, "Well, you kind of got this diagonal line or almost curving line because it's multi-scale. The pickups the cavities are at an angle. Rather than do a straight line across the body, you should try and mimic that diagonal line." And so, despite doing all this, I decided he was right. I mean, when someone makes a good suggestion, you listen and you say, "Hey, that's a good one. Guess I'm doing this again." But here you kind of see like that middle band of where the transition from purple to white happens. It's not quite working out here. So I'm just kind of going back over it with more purple. But then the more purple I put on, the more of a distinct line I'm getting. And so I decided I'd try and blend it a little more with another color, and maybe put some red up the top. And you can kind of see I've sanded everything back, and now I'm putting blue at the bottom to kind of darken that, and then some red at the top and the purple. I'm not going to show all that again, but here's some more white dye. I decided, I wanted to try and lighten up above that and get that where I wanted. And now's where I'm trying to create that diagonal line transition rather than just straight across the body. So it's intersecting the top pickup there, and put on a little more white, put on a little more purple, and just try and blend it as much as I can. I think at some point I pick up the red again, and it's crimson red, again, a crimson stunning stain. I actually dabbed a little bit of white onto the purple to get a larger transition zone, and now I'm going darker with the body, or with the bottom, and trying to blend that middle band from white to that light purple, and then from that light purple to dark purple, to blend those a little better. So a little more white, a little more water, trying to blend those transitions. It's a process, and it took a lot of trial and error, we'll say, to get to this result. And I think it looked pretty good, so I decided that it's time to throw some finish on there. So I've already sealed the back side with vinyl sealer, and I wanted to tape off the edges so that I didn't get any. I'm going to seal the top now, but I didn't want to get any more sealer on the back of the body, or I wanted to limit the exposure, I guess. Here we go with vinyl sealer. It's already starting to look great, I think. Nice and shiny. I definitely am going for a clear gloss. I'm just trying to, let's say, perfect my technique on clear gloss. We'll see what happens. All right, so here's another tape reveal, and this one goes a little better, but still not what you see on like Instagram or anything like that. But I got a little line there that I'm going to, I can sand a little bit and kind of get a cleaner, crisper edge on that. Going for a little bit of faux binding look on the side. Yeah, this tape reveal actually worked out a lot better than previous ones until you reach the end of the tape. But there we are. There's that faux binding reveal. A little bit of a chamfer, just the tiniest little bevel on the edge, and here we go with the clear coats. I think I did something like 20, maybe I got to 15 clear coats, but at some point I mess up and I have to sand it all back and even restain some parts and continue with the clear coat. So here goes another 20, and I'm not going to show all of them, obviously. You can kind of see how it's splattering a little bit onto the body, and it's splattering because it's just too cold to be spraying nitrocellulose lacquer. But you know, I have the time I have, so it was time to get those coats on, and so I did it. And I know that I'm going to have to sand some of those spots down, but you know, it's nothing I haven't been through before. I just love the look of the back of it at this point. What I really should have done here is something I did with the neck. I did not, so this was, you know, shot out of order. I did this part before I finished the neck, but with the neck, I did a pore fill with resin epoxy and then did clear coats. You can definitely tell the difference between what happened with how the back of the body looked versus how the back of the neck looked. But you know, it's all a learning experience. All right, and I don't know what I was thinking, but for some reason I thought the wet sanding started with dry sanding at 400 grit, so I started dry sanding at 400 grit, and you can kind of see a spot there where I may have sanded through the finish a little bit. I end up just touching that up with the stunning stain, just a couple of drops with a paintbrush, like a very thin paintbrush. And once I touched that up, I also used a different paintbrush. I sprayed the nitrocellulose lacquer. I thought this was a pretty good idea. I sprayed it into like an old spice jar that I had that I wasn't using anymore, and got enough so that some liquid built up in the bottom, and used the paintbrush, dipped it in there, and then touched up that one little spot to fix the clear coat on that. Then continued with wet sanding. I think moved on from 400 to 800. I went all the way up to 7,000 on this one. But I didn't go as much as I probably should have. You can still kind of see some of that orange peel on it, and I was so terrified that I was going to sand through the clear coats yet again, because I think at this point I had already redone the whole thing twice, maybe, and I was not gonna make myself do it a third time. I could have done a much better job, like finish sanding the body. You can see where some of those groove lines are from the angle grinder and the cut-saw disc. I could have done a better job there. So there you can kind of see the spots. Oh, look, he sanded through. Awesome. And again, another spot where I could have done a better job finish sanding the body, because you can see scratch marks. Those scratch marks are from the Shinto rasp. I just was so anxious, I guess, and in a hurry. Yeah, here we are. Let's just get a good old close-up of that. So yeah, more wet sanding. You saw 3,000 grit. Like I said, I take it up to I decided to take it up to 7,000 just because I want to see if I can really make it shiny. And you've got a nice reflection there, and that's pretty decent, but that's before 7,000 and any polishing or anything like that. So I think it ends up looking really nice. It's probably the best job I've ever done at wet sanding and polishing a guitar. And here is a little flyby after a little, I think the polish coat or the compound, I'm not sure. I don't remember at this point. Here's the compound. So I mean, pretty glossy reflection, pretty red flannel there. Yeah, that's it. And I wanted to finish the body and the neck separately, and then glue it up after. So here's where I mentioned that part about using the paintbrush to fix that spot. It doesn't really work as well as I would hope, but eventually it gets to the point where, unless you're looking for it, you don't see it. So on the actual finished guitar. But anyhow, I wanted to finish the body and the neck separately so that I could glue them up, and it would be easier to wet sand everything and polish and do all that. So that's why I did the body separate from the neck. And here you can kind of see a spot that the clear gloss nitrocellulose lacquer, I had sanded through it on the back. Not so bad on the back because I don't have to fix any staining. So it's I guess that's a nice thing about doing a natural finish on a guitar, is that if you sand through the clear coat, you just spray more on. If you sand through stain, I think I have not found a better way than to just start over, which sucks, but you know, it's a process, and I love doing it. So even when you get to those moments and you just want to give up or throw the thing in the bin, you know, there's nothing I'd change about this. I learned a lot while doing it, mostly about finishing. There's nothing really new. There's nothing really special about this kit build or this series of videos. I am, you know, an amateur, and this is a kit, and none of my advice or methods should be followed by anyone who's, you know, who considers themselves a professional or works, you know, to do this. This is just a hobby for me, but I really love doing it. So there you have it. First off, I apologize. I think I might have muted my lapel mic here during all the interview sort of stuff. So if the sound wasn't that great, that's probably the reason why. Still working on it, still working on production, but again, hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned, coming soon. I'm not gonna say next week, I really don't know, but I've gotta finish it soon, obviously. Deadline for the GGB0 video is, I think it's September, well, the end of September. So gotta finish this up in short order. But so coming up, assembly video, and then we'll do a supercut after that of the entire build, start to finish. Hopefully it won't be too long. I'm gonna try and keep it reasonable. I don't know what that means. But again, thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed it, and come back.